So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add an image to a page. And if there's already an image on the page, I'm going to show you how to edit that image. So as always, before we can make any edits to the page, we need to make sure that we are on the edit tab. So that's right up here. And if it's on, then you'll see the highlighted orange line. So we're good. And then we're going to want to click main content. And now we can edit. So I want to get to a new line. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom here, right under here where it says click to insert content. Now I have my own line. So let's add our image. So what you want to do is come up in the toolbar and you want to click the image icon. So we're going to click this. Now we're inside the insert edit image window. The first thing we want to do is we want to tell Omni where the image is in Omni that we want to show on this page. So the way to do that is to come here, click on this icon next to the source field. So now we need to go to the folder where our image is housed. So for all of the images, they will be in the images folder. So as we come up here, we see that these are breadcrumbs and they let you know where you're at. So this tells us this is the home folder. It says ORU. And then we're in the Omni Coach training sessions folder. Our image is not there. So we need to click on this ORU button. This takes us to what is called the home folder. And again, you know it's the home folder because it has this home icon. And then now normally you'll have access to more folders. So it's easy to see here. This is where images is, but so you know how to do it in the actual live version, you'll want to filter by name. And then you'll want to type in images, and there you see images. So you'll click on that. So now you see the breadcrumb has updated. So now it shows images. So we're in the images folder. So now we need to look for the file name of our image because we're in the right folder. We just need to find the image. So for this training, we're going to look up the training folder. So it's training images. Normally what would happen on the live site is each department would have their own folder. So there may be an admissions folder, there may be a online folder, but this way each department can house their images in their own folder. It's easier to find. So now we're in the training images folder. So now we can go find our image. So for this training, we're going to use page image -sample -1. So what I'm going to do is just filter by name, type in page, and then I'm going to go to sample 1, click on it. It'll give you a preview. So that'll kind of help you know if you picked the right one. And then this is the right one. So I'm going to click insert. And there we go. So now we have the file path to the image. Omni knows what image to show here. And again, it's using the dependency tag, which is good. That's what you want. You don't want to see this right here inside of the source field, because if you see it in there, if for whatever reason someone was to change anything in this file path, if they changed images to image, if they changed page image to page -image, your image would not be seen on the website. Instead, you would see that broken link that you sometimes see on a website. So dependency tags are the way to go. If you look for it in here like we did, it'll automatically put the dependency tag and you're good. So now we need to create the alt description. And so what the alt description is this helps two things. One, it helps SEO, but the actual purpose of this is so those who may be sight impaired or have issues with that, they have what they call screen readers. They can, roll their mouse over it, and then it'll actually say what's in this alt description. And the whole purpose is so that we're going to use a description so that someone, even if they couldn't see the image, they would know what the image was about. So for instance, in this one, we're going to put, are you student having fun with the VR headset? Now, you don't have to keep everything capitalized. You can be lowercase, uppercase. Usually if it's something shorter, I'll capitalize the first letter in each word, just because this also helps with SEO. And so just typing it that way makes it a little easier to be found. So, but it's more of a preference. As long as the screen reader can read it and it makes sense, then you're good. So if you needed to, you could put a width and height. What I would suggest instead and recommend is for something that's going to be on an interior page like this, the width never needs to be longer than 600 pixels. So one of the things that slows down a website's load speed more than anything else is our images. And so one way to cut down on that is to know that, hey, this image will never be bigger than 600 pixels because this space never gets bigger than that. So there's no point in me putting an image that's bigger than 600 pixels. Even though the image may look smaller, your browser is still actually loading a bigger picture, which means it's taking longer because it's a bigger file size. So this is one way to help your users when they come to the page not be frustrated just because the load speed took too long. And then now on top of that, they have to try to find the information that's on your page. So this is a good thing to help with the speed, keep the file sizes small. So if you needed to make it smaller, you could adjust this if you wanted to. But if you just crop the images the way that they should be when they fit, then you're good. You're all set. It'll automatically figure that out and leave everything alone. So now that you have that in there, we are ready to click save. So we're going to save this. And there we go. We got our image up there. So if you can see your image, then you have done everything correct so far. And now if you wanted to, let's say you came to a page and you need to edit the page. You maybe need to update and switch out the image. How do you do that? So this is how you do that. There's two ways. You could right click on an image, click image, or you could highlight the image and then click again the insert edit image icon. So we're going to actually go through and we're going to pick a different image to replace this image. So again, the first thing we need to do is tell Omni where the image is so that it can get it, put it on the page for us. So we're going to click this icon, which is source. And so here we go. So now that we've already told it once where these images are, it'll start us in that same folder. So before, when we had a brand new image, we had to go to the home folder, then we had to go to the images folder, and then to the training images folder. And then we had to find our image. But now, since it took us directly to the image we already had loaded, we don't need to click on the home button. And our image is already in this folder, so we don't need to go anywhere else. We just need to find the image. So we're going to use page image sample 2. And then we're going to click insert. So now you see we have a brand new dependency tag number, and you can look down here and see that now this says page image hyphen. This now says page image hyphen sample hyphen 2. So that's the new one, the new image we wanted to add in there, and we'll click save. And there we go. If your image has changed like it is here, then you're good to go. All you need to do is click save. And then now you're ready to go on to the next video.